Welcome back, guys, to Calamity Town, episode number 2. Today, we're gonna finish up the initial terrain. We're gonna add dirt and grass, some water features, some trees, that kind of stuff. We're gonna put some finishing touches on the mountain terrain itself, maybe add a few caves, the very basics. And then we're going to make a little staircase down from this place and let everybody walk on it. But before we get to that, I have a question for you. This is gonna be the first viewer interaction where you will get to decide what happens in episode 3. So I've got 2 initial characters that are going to show up, and they're going to show up one at a time, okay? And so you're going to get to choose. So your first option is going to be an artificer who's kind of going to be like a blacksmith who's going to make magical items, and you'll be able to buy some of them. And some of them may be like speed boots or jump boost boots, kind of, you know, things like that. That allow you to get around. I may make it so that you need some of these items to get to some of the places, like to the top of the mountain, for instance. So that's option number 1, a blacksmith who's going to make cool items. Option number 2 is going to be an alchemist who's going to make potions, right? So he may sell you something kind of similar, like speed boost potions or jump boost potions. Maybe the jump boost potion will be cheaper than the jump boost boots. And these are all just examples. We'll get into specifics later. But one of those 2 is going to be the first to arrive and start the town. They're going to start the village right about here. So, this is what I want. You're going to vote, the viewers, right now. So, if you want the blacksmith to show up first, put a comment down below with the number 1. The first letter of your comment, number 1. If you want to write a comment after that, put anything else you want after that. But put 1 as the first letter, the first character of your comment. If you want the alchemist, the guy that sells the potions, to show up, put 2 as the beginning of your comment. And I am going to decide who shows up based on who gets the most votes, more or less. So that is going to happen in episode 3. For today, we're going to finish off... What is this right here? We're going to finish off the mountain. Oh, okay. Just a little error. We're going to finish off the mountain. And the first thing I want to do, I've been putting some refinements into it. It did look a bit like a tree trunk, and I was looking at some pictures of mountains, and I was like, this isn't really what mountains look like, is it? It's okay if it's sort of like a fantasy mountain, and it has some more, I guess, stylized features. But one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to refine this bit. So we're going to use the carve tool. Well, it's not a carve tool. I'm making spheres of air. And I've renamed these and set the brushes to these individual tools. Incidentally, every time I log into Calamity Town, I have to reset these tools. And you do it like this. You say brush, sphere, air 2, and hit enter. And that will set this as that tool. You have to redo that every time. I haven't figured out a way for it to save those settings, which would be nice. I was sort of deliberating between making this thing a mountain or a volcano. Now, of course, a volcano is it's like a type of mountain, really. And what I decided is that we're not going to start with the Calamity right at first. We're going to build up to it a little bit. And so it probably makes a little more sense to start with a mountain peak that's kind of sharp and jagged. And then later, if you guys decide you want a volcano, then there will be a volcano. We'll probably like blow off the top, and there will be lava and stuff. Oh, I've been making I've been making player volcanoes. Let's see, which is it? Oh yeah, this. So I needed a little tool because eventually I'm going to let people out. They're going to be wandering around, and eventually, like if I need to build something, someone's in the way. I need a way to get them out of the way quickly. So I made a player volcano tool. Yeah, let's see. We'll make a little holding pit here so that people can't jump out. And we'll go TP all. There's everybody stuck in here. Yeah, can't get out, can you? Stuck, ain't you? And if I right-click on that, they go shooting up into the sky, and everybody dies. It gives them a nice view of the mountain. Let me put that back and get my smoothing tool out. People seem to... Oh! Is this guy lagging? He must have lagged. Hi. Oh, you poor fellow, you. Hi. Hi. Goodbye. Yeah, so every time I get a little bored, I'll just do that for funsies. Now, let's see. How tall should the mountain be? If we have a line going up like this, it should probably peak right at about there, I think. And eventually it may get taller, may get smaller, maybe get totally destroyed. This place may end up as a series of floating islands. It may end up as something completely different. Maybe this will all be transformed into a tree. A lot of that is going to be decided by you, the viewers, through the comments at first, and eventually we will also have options to allow you to control the fate, or influence the fate, I should say. Influence the fate of the world through participating in Calamity Town itself, and we'll get into that in a later episode. We'll start talking about that more in detail once the first NPC arrives and starts the village. Okay, let's give this a smooth job. Get a smooth job. Yeah, that's a little bit more... That's a little bit closer to what we need. And we can carve away some of this and then do another smooth job. So I'm going to refine this for a bit, and then we will start adding dirt and grass. So next we need some soil, and I'm gonna take this sphere brush and just put a bunch of dirt spheres all over. And I'm basically gonna cover everything at the base of the mountain. I may eventually put a little bit of dirt here and there. I'm thinking we might want like a little cave right there. Would be kind of cool. But I'm just gonna plaster this all over. There's probably a better way to do this. I'm still fairly new to World Edit, and we have access to Voxel Sniper, which people tell me is very good for terrain generation, and I'm going to look into Voxel Sniper as well. Never use that. I'm a MC Edit person, and I'm trying to adapt these new tools. But we're gonna do this just like this. It looks like a mushroom forest from the top, just the way the circles are formed. And then we're going to take our little sphere of air, and we're going to break up that very regular geometric formation. If you use the smooth tool on something very regular, you're going to get kind of the same pattern beneath. Here, watch. If we smooth this now, it's not so bad, but it's not as good as it could be. So we can undo, and I'm just going to carve it up some. And then basically we're just adding a little bit more randomization to this. And then once I do the smooth tool after this, it should look a little bit more natural, a little bit more random. There. That's not perfect, but I'll do some fine tuning as well. And we're going to add soil all the way around, and then some grass, and then some water. There we go. That looks natural enough. I have to be careful not to get too finicky with it. After all, we're just going to be blowing the stuff up before too long. Next thing I want to do, I want to start some grass spreading as quickly as possible. So I'm going to select my second position right there by right-clicking with the wooden axe. And then we're going to come way over here to something like this and select the first position. I'm going to say... I think this is the command, replace dirt, grass. Yep, okay. That basically did it, and let's do it again. Let's try to get to a higher elevation. As long as it spreads naturally, I'm going to be working here a while, so I don't really care if we get everything, and I've got it set to eternal noon, more or less. So let's come way over here. And let's see, what was that? The second position? So first position. And let's redo that. Replace dirt, grass. Good enough. That'll spread on its own. Let's go put some over here, though. So we'll say second position. Come way over here. And first position. Replace dirt, grass. Good enough. Oh, we need... Okay, never mind. I think we need some... It actually may wrap around, but let's just... let's go ahead and make sure... Whoa, okay, getting a little lag there. Let's make sure. Let's come all the way over here. Let's see, what was that? Second position, first position, replace dirt, grass. Okay, good enough. That'll spread the rest of the way on its own. Next, I want to make some pools. some springs and some little streams. I think the town is going to start right about here. So I want there to be a little spring right about there. Don't want it to be too big. It is a spring, though, so it should be kind of deep, don't you think? And then later, what I'll do is I'll replace the bottom with sand and gravel. We'll have a cool little area. Maybe eventually we'll have a challenge where you have to try to dive down without drowning or something. I'm actually not sure how drowning works. It's in adventure mode. I assume you still drown in adventure mode. So we'll do something like maybe a little bit bigger. Slightly bigger. We'll just fine-tune it. These grass blocks there should die. A grisly, horrible death. No, they should just basically revert back to dirt sooner or later. Actually, let's extend the bank here, and I'll change the block types to sand and gravel and more stone in the bottom later. But that's probably good. So the next command I want to try, let's see, what is it? I want to fill this with water, and let's just give it a radius of 10 and a depth of 8. Too many arguments. Oh, right, okay, 2 of those. Fill, water, 10, 8. Okay, that did not go as deep as I thought. Maybe it's going to fill up to the level I'm standing in. Let's try it again. Oh, yes. Okay, so it adjusts to the level you're standing at. So let's try it again. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's the ticket. So that's one. Here, let's just redo the command. There's a command to fix water edges, but that fixed it right there. Let's look around for a spot to add another one. There was one, a little spot, like up on a shelf here I wanted to use. Whoa, a little error there. I want to carve out kind of like a little spot here for a mountain spring. And the chunks aren't loading. Come on, load in chunks. There we go. Something like that would be cool. And let's make sure that it has a little bit of a lip around the edge there. Something like that. Okay, so then I need to be standing here. Yeah, look at that. Instant little mountain spring. And I'm going to put some little streams running down it later. Let's make one over here. Right here. Something like that. And then do the same command. And break that block. Awesome. Okay, so there's one there. Yeah, oh, right here. This looks like a good little spot. It'll be a nice little opportunity for a stream to run down and fall off the edge. Yeah, let's make this one kind of deep like that. There we go. I'll actually... Well, I'll go by and check to make sure it's all water all the way down later. So we've got one there. There's one over there. So maybe the last one we make will be right here. All right, and then I just want to fix this just a little bit. Like that, okay? And then last one. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. And then, let's see. I want to carve some little streams. I think what I may need, actually, is a sphere of air of 1 diameter. So let's grab an iron axe. And let's head down to my secret little room. It's not really... When I first made this thing, people were trying to get down here All it is it's an area for an anvil. That's it. There's no special anything down here, just an anvil and a chest to hold these tools. So let's see, we're going to call it Sphere Air 1. There we go. And then we can set that brush. Brush, Sphere Air 1. There we go. We can get back out like this. And these guys, oh, these guys are up to no good. They're up to no good. Pow! Right in the kisser. Kabloomo! All right, back to work. So, this part is going to be kind of similar to what we were just doing. And I'm just going to trace like this. I'm going to trace a little path for a stream to wind down this way. And then we'll add water blocks to it. All right, we got a few streams running off over the edges of the island. I want to do 3 things left to just finish off the basics of the terrain. I'm just going to put a bunch of saplings down. I actually tried to generate spruce trees with a command, but it wouldn't let me make spruce trees. It would let me make birch trees, but not spruce for some reason. So I'm just going to do this, and we'll just let them grow over time while I'm doing other things. Like so. Okay, that's 1. 2, I want to dig some caves. Let's see, let's get... times 10, no. Times 10? This is the only one I have. Did I not have a times 5? Sphere Air 5, yeah, that's what I want. Okay, let's dig a cave right there. I think that's just begging me to make a cave. That's pretty big, though. Let's actually... Okay, never mind. Undo. Undo. You can actually put, like, undo 3 or undo 5 if you want to undo things one step at a time. So let's dig a cave back here. Then we'll smooth this stuff off. You can only smooth downwards. You can't smooth up. What I mean by that, let me show you. Oh, that's my own hammer. So if we do this in here, yeah, it's not having that great of effect. Let's, now that we're back in here, though, let's do something like this. Let's make it a little bigger. Ooh, and looks like... Oh, wow, and it's smoothed all the way up there. Okay, let's undo 5. There we go. What if we undo 1 more? Okay. Yeah, maybe we won't smooth inside here, because it's going to smooth everything up there, and I like the way it looks. So we will just carve this by hand. Maybe 1 is too small. Let's try Sphere Air... Or no, I need to make brush. I need to make it a brush. Brush. Sphere Air 2. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, we can carve some caves like that. And some of this I will do off camera, just so that it's a little bit more of a surprise. We'll also have a little cave, little happy cave right here. Leading down. Maybe these will turn into some mines. Maybe there'll be some monsters down here. I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air at this point. We're gonna be pretty spontaneous about what we add to the island, based on your feedback and based on my whims. So there we've got a cave. And there's a cave up here. Let's actually come up here. Let's carve some more into this one. Go down like this. And I'll make sure that if you climb down here, you'll be able to climb out. And maybe we'll put some vines as well. I'll vine it up later. That's the basic idea. What happened? Oh, hadn't loaded. Okay, so that's 1 finishing touch. Caves, trees was the other. And then we want to add some snowfall. And I'm just going to say that this is a snow-covered mountain. We're going to say snow, and then the radius, let's say 15. See what that does. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we could probably go a little higher, though, or a little farther. So instead of 15, let's say 20. That's a little bit too much. I want it to stop basically right there. So let's do 17. Let's undo that. And then let's go 17. Yeah, that's not so bad. All right, I'm gonna do some fine tuning of each of these off camera, and then we're gonna let these guys out. Let people out to explore the island. All right, I think that's a pretty good second phase of terrain development. I think it's developed enough that we can let people out to explore. There's no NPCs yet, there's no mini games yet, but we will get to that. We've got some spruce forests dotting the alpine terrain. I thought that was appropriate to have spruce on the mountain. And then we've got some snow-covered caps. There's some oak trees over here. We've got some springs with some babbling brooks. And then there's a little cave up here, and I put just one little tree there. Let's see, what do I want next? Stairs. Next thing to do, we're going to let the people out. Oh, I think we may have a tree in the way, actually. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of there. And let's get a brick. Stone bricks, not the monster blocks, though. And where's the center, right there? Yeah. So we can just build something here really quickly. Actually, it should probably be spruce slabs. So let's get some slabs out. And let's put my tool in here. I did figure out how to make the different trees. I looked up the list, and it's not spruce. You want pine. You want to say pine. So it's not known by the actual terms of the game. And let's get this too. And put that in there. Man, it's getting a little cramped. And we'll make basically maybe like a 3-wide thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's gonna let us out! He's gonna let us out!" They're like a puppy. They're like, "Oh, are we going for a walk? Are we going for a walk? He grabbed the leash! Oh my God, he grabbed the leash! We're going for a walk." Tell you what. Let's go straight out, right about there. And just go straight out. And I'm going to sit here and detail the thing while they're all waiting to be let out. It's going to be kind of funny. They're like, "Let me out, let me out." I'm like, "Nope, not till I'm done detailing." Something like that should be good. And then we'll finish it off with some stairs. And I guess let's do this. There we go. Put a little railing on the side. Make it look nice while they're all waiting there. "Let us out." No, you can wait. You can wait till I'm done making it look pretty. And maybe then I'll let you out. Man, they are making a lot of noise. Okay, and then we'll just do something like this. Good, and let's see, underneath here, let's get one last thing. Let's get the stone brick slabs. Put that there. And we'll just cover over the bottom. This is all gonna get, I'm gonna delete it eventually. We're gonna have an actual, probably we're gonna have a portal of some type. But not right away. Let's see, what level are those slabs at? Doink, doink, doink. Like so, and then let's put stairs here. Or actually, let's make that one a block. These guys, I know they're like frothing at the bit here. Chomping at the bit, frothing at the, I know there's some sort of, whatever, they want to get out, and then we want to, let's see, let's remove nearby iron bars. Remove nearby bars. Whatever, I'll do that. I'll do that later. There they go. Everybody's out. Yay, you're free. Yay, yay, yay. I'll get rid of those later. So you're free to explore the island. We will be adding more stuff. Remember, leave a comment below in this video, in the comments below. Leave a comment if you want, 1, the blacksmith to show up first, or 2, if you want the alchemist who's going to make potions, if you want him to show up first. You only get to vote once. If you vote more than once, your vote will be discounted. So vote 1 for Smith, vote 2 for the Alchemist. 1 Smith, 2 Alchemist, okay? And leave any other kind of feedback you want below. To end the video, let's make a player volcano. Kabloom! All right, we'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.